Okay, got the bag dried off, and I've opened this up. This is the one that was submerged underwater, and it's not wet at all. I mean, it held its vacuum, and it's been there for several hours. I think almost over 6-7 hours now. And I specifically put cans, empty cans in there to see if it would pull air out, and it actually collapsed this little container here. You can see where it collapsed it down, but it pulled the air out and it kept everything dry in there. And I even, before I put this in underwater, I tried to move the bag around like this and stuff and see if it would break a seal in that, because if it's put in a backpack, you'll probably ruffle around a little bit and stuff, but it did a good job. I mean, I've done every single bag the same way, and basically, like I said, the only things that I seen different on how he was doing his video was on the air itself. Okay, and I usually press the air out. I keep it on a flat surface. I just press it down on here. It's going to be loud a little bit, but I'm not going to cut the video. Simple reason I want to. It's pulling it down. It takes a little bit of time. My batteries are weak on this, and it's going to take longer if your batteries are low. But listen to the noise. You'll hear it when it starts getting tightened up. You'll hear the noise go a little bit different, and it's going to be coming up here real soon. Out now. Now you can hear it putting a strain. I don't know if it pulls up on the audio, but and I did notice when I pulled that off, it left this little piece right here was kind of like stuck up, and I instantly pressed down on it to seal it. And I noticed when I did that, the air came right back in there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have to do some editing on this, figure this out, but try this one more time. I left the zipper out. I'm trying to make the video and I forgot to do the zipper part. That's why it pulled some of the air. It still did seal it, but it opened up right away. Again, let's try this again and listen to the sound. You see how fast this is now. Listen to the pitch of the bat. You start hearing it pull. Okay, once you do that, you press it down like that. Now that's holding the vac right there. Okay. If you notice, I could have held it because it pulls this right down. I don't know if you can see that. It collapses back down quite a bit, and it's curled it right up around here. I don't know if you could hear that tone. I'm going to review the video and see, but basically this is going to work. It's going to seal itself. And that's about all you can do. I did notice one thing, this little blue button here. You might want to make sure there's no, when you're pouring food in, I noticed with the peanuts and the Trail Mix, that you keep this area clean. And so this actually seals right around this blue area here. That's main point. That, and then your zipper part, that you keep that clean, the food. Same thing goes when you're sealing a food saver, that you keep it about any food items, and you wipe the inside of your bag about an inch before the seal. And because one, it won't pull in. You don't want the liquids to pull in, then it won't seal right. Okay. And I hope that answers some of your questions there, Josiah. And I personally, I would stick with the food saver seal meal for long term. I've used those. I've had packages in the freezer for 6 months to a year with no freezer burn in that. But for going out camping on a weekend or something, I would definitely use this. This is a lot cheaper for the weekend, cost-wise, for the bags. Also, you don't have to have a knife or scissors to open it up. And nice thing about these is when you cut these open, you can reseal them right out in the, when you're out in the field and that. And you can also use them for trash bags and that. And then when you carry out, you just chunk them in the trash when you get home and that. It's a little bit harder when you do that on the Food Saver or Seal Meals bags because you can't reseal them unless you take the thing out there, and that's not the point. I did explain about the ramen noodles, okay, and I think some of these packages with air in them, you could get enough. If you had brand new batteries, you could pop a bag, or if they had a small pinhole, it would create some air leakage down in here, but everything stayed dry in an experiment I did. And for those people who said you can't overfill the bag, that's bull crap. I got this thing packed solid, and it's holding a vacuum. It even collapsed the plastic around here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got that all collapsed. I was more afraid of it. Now, if I did this on Food Saver, it would probably have popped the applesauce. You have to be really careful on the Food Saver Seal Meal that when you're packing stuff, that you don't crush the containers on it as well. Okay, I hope that helps you out any. Give me feedback on it, and have a